Alright, welcome to the first Robotadventures video of 2016. Yay! Dumbasses, shit for brains, stupid people. Republicans, shitty politicians. Donald Trump. You do not need to watch this. This is not for you. This video is made for people who like my videos and people who have a sense of humor. Maybe that's about it. All right. So if you've been following me on Twitter, oh yeah, I've been painting my Millennium Falcon, the USS Robotadventures. Come back. Oh shit. Yeah, so I was taking pictures of it as I was painting it and changing it up and stuff like that. But I just finished it somewhat today. I didn't finish painting everything because I kind of leave them half built. And I didn't add the landing gear. So I didn't paint the landing gear, so I didn't add it, so I didn't paint it. Here's the loading ramp there. Didn't paint that, so. But here it comes. And I'll explain some of the techniques I use. The USS Millennium Falcon Adventures. Ta-da! Alright, and it looks kind of goofy because I wanted to make it like that. Alright, so let's take a look at it. Let's put it on its stand here. It's got a stand, and it's got the little pegs. That's a little stand hole. Stick it in its stand hole. Right there, deep in the stand hole. It's all in the stand hole. Alright, I got the camera on autofocus and super macro, so hopefully it'll stay in focus. I don't know how well it will, but let's see, hopefully. Well, let's start off. White paper's gotta go. Let's look at it all. So basically it looks like this. And it's got a bunch of gold and stuff on the sides. It's got the radar dish there. It's got those things. And super nice over here, checking that out. Right there. That looks really fucking weird. Why would you do that, Ruben? Why? Because I can. So let's take a look at what I did with the nacelles here. They're not called nacelles. It's got a little bit of silver with some, I don't know if you can see in there, it's purple in there instead of the blue. Instead of this one, I used the regular one, which you can paint. And if I can get some light on there, I did a clear red and yellow on there. Oh, you can see that now very well. And those, of course, are its blinkers. Because when it's flying through space like that, and you're flying, for example, on a Coruscant, and you're like do 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 do, and you want to turn right, well, you gotta indicate, and you gotta shh like that, and you're beep 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 to the left, shh like that. So, and of course, when you're backing up for deliveries, you want to beep beep. You don't want to hit anybody. So that's why you got all this stuff over there. It's logical, man. I mean, you just can't drive around, fly around with any kind of paint job. You need to follow the rules. Get back. I got a little cold. Let's see. Yeah, well, let's see if I can show you what it looks like there. I'll just hold it and rotate it. Maybe it'd be easier. So how did I paint this? And it's not, it's not all completely finished there. Well, first I went on it with the silver. That was the first thing, and I looked at it, and I got some Twitter's pictures of it all silver, and I was like, that doesn't look all that good. And I used a bunch of different types of paint. There are a whole bunch of different types of paint, and a whole bunch of different techniques to paint this, which I'll go through because I have nothing better to do other than to entertain myself. Yeah, man. I was playing Rocket League on Steam. That's a good game. I picked it up on the Steam sale. You're a remote control car playing like space soccer. Pretty good. So I went silver on it. I didn't really like it. Then I ended up going black on it. I went like a matte black with acrylic. The acrylic based... Oh, shit. Just your regular Mr. Color. Just your regular acrylic stuff. This is red, not the black I used, but... Oh, there you go. So I used just some regular... look how old that is. It's got this lid on it. They don't make these anymore. And if it gets crusted on, you get the breaker. So I went on with a black on the base. Kind of like a metallic flat black mixy thing that I don't even know. I got a picture on my Twitter somewhere. Maybe I'll throw up the picture. Oh, that'd be smart. I'm doing this all in one take because, I don't know. I got 16 minutes before my camera says I have to restart another video. So I had the top shell and the bottom shell black. And then what I did is I was like, well, how should I tried to do some washes on it. And you can see some of the effects of the wash. I was using a whole bunch of different markers and stuff, and they had a whole bunch of different results. So, there are many different ways to do the wash, and because the Millennium Falcon is actually this kind of off-white, if you put the wash on there, you can do it, but then you just rub it off with the cotton swab. It's good. It's a nice, easy way to do the wash. But where's the cotton swab? Oh, there it is. But like I did with the AT-AT, but I wanted a silver base. So what I was finding, I'd spray it silver and do the base silver. And then I'd put a wash on it and then try to rub it off, and I'd almost rub off too much because my base coat wasn't thick enough, and I was mixing like different kinds of paints, and I was having problems with it. I tried different types of base coat layers just to fuck around with it, and I did do one base coat with the spray can, this Tamiya color. And the silver color I used, I think that's what that is. And I tried applying the wash, via brush, and then going back and wiping that off, and it kind of gave me some fucked up effect right there. But I thought, well, it's a Millennium Falcon, I can go with fucked up because it's all fucked up anyway. And then so that was with I distilled some wash, some paint, and it was actually, the wash I used was actually this stuff here. And it was mixing the paint, and it gave me some weird, sometimes it'd come off from, I don't know. So I would suggest staying with the same type of paint and maybe not mixing it. Maybe you'd fuck up some results if you were mixing. And so that was with distilling or diluting the paint. Not distilling paint. Diluting the paint and applying it with like a little brush or something, and then trying to go off, clean it up afterwards. It kind of fucked up. Over here, what I actually did was I used Gundam Marker, which those of you familiar with Gundam is a pretty easy way of doing panel lining. So I used this type of Gundam marker, and there's a lot of different types of Gundam markers. I think there are 3 or 4 types. So this is like, I guess, I forgot the name of it, but it's like a felt pen, and the tip is really, really small, and you can, it's got two size tips. And you can get in there easily on these panel lines on this figure, and it's easy to wipe off. If you fuck up, you can correct it by removing it with like a towel or something. The other side has got a little fatter pin, but you can do that fairly easily. And on this figure, I actually did that. You can see I did that with these over here. On this part over here, there and over here, I used this marker, and then on top of that, I went over with well, first I actually laid down the silver, and then I went on top of it with this, and then I laid down another coat and kind of made it all blurry, and I did a real thin. I diluted the black paint and just use the airbrush to get that kind of burnt out effect there on those things. I used all this clear silver here, all that shiny silver you see in there. That's the original shiny silver that I used, which I didn't like, and I went over it with black, but I just kept it on those parts, and I did a little bit of airbrushing something there, and then so I did some panel lining with that. All right, next I did a lot of this stuff, a lot of this these accents. I didn't use a brush. I don't think I used a brush at all on this thing. Though I did try to use the brush, like when I was applying that stuff, but I wasn't really liking the results, so I changed. I ended up using Gundam Markers to do all this stuff, and you can find I don't know where you find Gundam Markers in the States. But stuff like this. So these are some of the Gundam markers. You have these paint markers, Gundam paint markers, which I think come in about, I don't know, 12 different colors or something like that. Not that many different colors. And basically they're just like a big pen, which you can use to it's just like paint, just paint it on there, and directly painting it on there, it dries up and it leaves that effect, all that gold right there. That's directly from this Gundam paint marker. I kind of like the way I apply it on there because you can just kind of rub the brush on there, stroke it, and because of the topography of the model there, you got the elevated parts and the sunken in parts, kind of make it so that you can paint some things and avoid touching other parts, which I kind of liked. So I did a lot of that with this, and a lot of the silver also. I used a silver pen. Here, I use a silver pen. I do have a little bit of red, here and there. Like in there's a little drop of red, and there's a little bit of red here and there. Oh, like down there. I used this red paint marker, which is it's a different kind of paint. The green highlights there that I try to use to make it look like Nemesis something. I use this pen, which is a metallic blue-green, and it's got a little a smaller head on there. But the paint is kind of similar, and you can do the same thing. So I guess this one lends itself, this type of marker lends itself more for detailed work, where these are pretty much just like paint. It's like on a brush, but it applies pretty well. So that's how I did a lot of that. You can see some of the green and turquoise there. I did I can't move the camera. No. Oh, great. Let's see. There we go. So, some of that I did a wash, like for that piece right there. It comes in like this clear silver on the bottom. That's one clear silver spray. Then the piece on top with the black part, that's like with the wash on there. That's left that. Then with the gold and silver accents and the little blue-green piece there, I did that. So, yeah, that's how that happened. Shit, something not knocked over. Oh, on the bottom. So, yeah, you can see that. It's just, oh shit, that fell off. It's just a couple of pieces there, and just applied in different points. Maybe I have to take it apart and show you. And yeah, so that's pretty much the way I did that. All of this blacky, kind of shiny black, how did I give it that effect? That's just some wash right there on that silver part. But this gray is actually this silver. It's not black. It's what I've done before on, for example, on another Gundam thing. I made a video. Maybe I'll link that. But it's using this this kind of shiny thingy that allows you to, I think it's for like model cars or something, and you apply it. It's a powder, and you apply it on there, and you like take some swab or cotton or something, and you just polish it on there, and you get a kind of a shiny metallic finish. I kind of did a little bit of that on this piece. See how it shines. But the base of the top and bottom shells were black, like a matte black. So when I applied it, it kind of gave me that effect. It's not actually painted on there. It's kind of like buffed on there. So that's what happens there. And finally, oh, okay, well, these red, and that's all marker. The blue is all marker. The red and yellow, I just painted that. Just with some, just regular red and paint.